The Littles by John Peterson. Chapter 1. William T. Little and his family were tiny people. They lived in a house owned by George W. Bigg. Mr. Bigg and his family didn't know the Littles were living with them. The Littles kept out of sight. They lived in tiny rooms in the walls of the house. The Littles looked almost like people you see every day, but they were very much smaller. Mr. Little was only 6 inches tall, and he was big for a little. The other Littles were even smaller. In one way, the Littles did not look at all like other people. They had tails. The Littles were proud of their tails. They kept them combed and brushed, and sometimes the women curled their tails when they wanted to look especially nice. The Littles took everything they needed from the Biggs. Usually the Biggs didn't even know anything was missing. But once in a while, Mrs. Bigg would say, "Now where did that thing go? I had it right here a minute ago. It seems to have disappeared." Only last week her son Henry shouted, "Hey, Ma, where are my red socks? I can't find them anywhere." And of course, the Littles got all their food from the Biggs. When the Biggs had roast beef for dinner, the Littles had roast beef for dinner too. The Biggs didn't know it, but the electric socket on the kitchen counter was a secret door. As soon as the Bigg family were busy eating their cake or pie or jello, the Littles would dash through the door. They would take what they needed of leftover dinner scraps and be back through the door in seconds. The Littles helped the Biggs in return for the things they took. Only the Biggs didn't know it. For one thing, the Littles were good at fixing things. They ran back and forth inside the walls repairing electric wires whenever they needed it. The Littles were good plumbers too. On cold winter days, they kept the outside water pipes from freezing. Often they had to stay up all night keeping the pipes warm by candle fire. Mr. Bigg could never understand why his plumbing and electricity worked so well. "I can't believe it," he would say. "I have less trouble with this old house than my neighbors do with their brand new houses." He would shake his head. "I guess they don't make houses the way they used to."